It was just a typical Sunday morning doing the dishes, and what is this? A notification from Discord popped up, and holy hell, the first EU weekly PvP Attrition Balatro tournament is coming up. I had to join this tournament. PvP Balatro, you ask, how does it work? Well, it's a format where you play against one opponent, with every boss battle replaced with a nemesis battle. You have a total of 4 lives, and whoever scores the least amount of chips loses a life. If you're out of lives, you lose the game. The person who lost the nemesis battle is compensated with some money that can be used in the shop. The first round is a normal boss blind, so you can stack up some jokers and money to earn some interest. At the moment of recording, they are even updating the game with more nemesis cards, changing rules, and even trap cards that are coming up in the future. You could even vote for your favorite card art, and they're really pushing the boundaries of the game with this mod. All this out of the way, I am just a casual Balatro player. How can I even stand a chance against all these pros entering like Jake Balatro or Obelisk Enjoyer with his Obelisk followers? What the hell is even an Obelisk? To prepare even a little bit for this tournament, I convinced my brother, who looks like a criminal in his profile pic, to install the multiplayer mod and play a 1v1 against me. I won, and I boosted my confidence by +10 by defeating my ignorant brother who doesn't play a lot of Balatro at all. He even lost a round against a big blind, so yeah, that says enough. After doing the rest of my household tasks, it's a quarter before 5 PM. I'm checking in, and holy, there are more than 80 players signing up for this weekly single elimination tournament. One loss and you're out. I joined the tournament stage where the commentators are already talking about the tournament.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We have 93 people signed up for the tournament now.
I'm so nervous. I didn't even have to say anything, but the competitive vibes were overtaking me. I was imagining just taking one of the top spots and getting mentioned on the Discord server for being crowned one of the Balatro kings. A dream coming true, but I have to focus. It's 5 PM and the brackets are getting drawn. I search for my opponent and I found him. I'm battling against a person made of bacon flakes. Like good mannered people, we greet each other and read the rules. This pick and ban phase has a 3-3-1 setup. My opponent bans 3 decks and it's up to me to pick 3 of the remaining decks. But I'm smart. I take simple decks because I'm a simple-minded person. Taking away lots of the variables, I take the abandoned deck, the red deck and the blue deck. And my enemy Bacon Flakes chooses the red deck. Let's fight. If the gameplay is awful, wash your eyes with soap after this video. So starting off the game, after beating a first small blind, I choose to open a buffoon pack and went with Shoot the Moon to steamroll through the first couple of rounds. I also took Mail in Rebate to generate some money, and it paid off. Mail in Rebate gave me some much needed money to set up my economy. After that, I had the chance to open a jumbo pack, but I thought it was a waste giving up some money this early in the game, so I left it. Clearing the other rounds, I had the chance to pick up Autot. In my opinion, a good 8-tier choker, so I took it. But who am I? I also opened a Hanging Chat in the small pack and I immediately took that card. Hanging Chat can be really OP in the right circumstances. I had some chip generating cards with Autot and Shoot the Moon for flat multiplier. Everything's fine. The last joker I took was Gros Michel, or Gros Michel, I think it's Gros Michel, for additional flat mult. Took some extra tarot cards to increase my score, sold my male joker and added Dusk to finalize my first setup of jokers. And so the first nemesis battle began. I won the first round with 12k worth of chips and lost Gros Michel. My opponent had just above 11k, but maybe that was his strategy from the start, and maybe I walked right into a trap, giving him more money. To increase my multipliers in the next cycle, I took up Campfire to multiply my mult every cycle. I also was pretty greedy and skipped the first small blind to get a negative banner joker. I think it was not worth it at all because I skipped the whole shop. In the spectral pack I found Incantation to get some more enhanced cards. Just so you know, I still thought that my opponent had an equally mediocre amount of jokers, so the chip score would be pretty low. Okay, but what's this? It seems that I was going to win this round, but he got 150k in a single hand. What did I miss? Did Bacon Flakes pick pick up like an acrobat to get a multiplier of 3? No, that's not it. I don't know. I will never know. But I just lost this round so hard. The next cycle didn't give me anything great either, and I was just losing ground. I really didn't know what to do anymore. At this point, I picked up Pareidolia, but instantly sold it for an acrobat joker. At least it was some much needed fuel for my campfire. I sold Shoot the Moon for Blackboard. Although it was a nice combo, this really was turning into a disaster. My plan was pretty simple now. Turn all cards into clubs and spades and try to hit a multiplier of 3 2 times with Blackboard and Acrobat. Combined with Campfire, I steamrolled through the next cycle, bringing the score to 3 lives for me versus 2 for Bacon Flakes. The next 3 shops were not so impressive in my opinion. I think I missed a chance here to reroll all my money to find an interesting joker to turn the odds in my favor. At least my Wheel of Fortune hit something, plus 10 mult, but I really needed more points and the next Nemesis battle was also a loss. The score is now 2-2. Because I didn't enhance my playing cards enough, I sold Hanging Chat for Abstract Joker, but this was my biggest mistake. I found Scary Face in the Tarot card Judgment and sold Scary Face for a foiled Zenny Joker. Even if I tried to make a comeback, my opponent was almost hitting 1,000,000 chips and I just went over 100k. In the last round I also found Photographed. A well-known strategy that I could use when I had enough patience was using a Glassface playing card with Hanging Chat and Photograph to get an insane amount of multipliers. In the end I took up Hanging Bat, I don't know why, maybe thinking it would do something incredible for me. It didn't help at all. My jokers were so scrambled, I lost with 206k versus 246 million chips. And it's the same as pronouncing this word, it's a real humiliation. But at the end, it was fun to try and compete in my first Balatro tournament. Sadly, I didn't find any other footage of the tournament itself, but if we look at the first tournament they set up, it can be a real banger.
They made 20 bucks, but that's not the thing they wanted to proc.
Yeah.
But that's not the mold.
Oh wow,
Oh,
they pulled it through.
And winning.
Seeing what all the other players are cooking up is really interesting. If you want to try out PvP Balatro for yourself, I will link the Discord server into the description. And there you can find all the information to install all the mods. If you liked the video, give it a like and subscribe, it's always appreciated. And like always, stay awesome my friends.